go. What's up, everyone? It's Cannan, and this is a reaction video that I am very, very happy to be doing. Very excited, and something that I never thought would ever happen. And that's a reaction to the announcement video for Clock Tower. Now, if you guys don't know much about Clock Tower, there's a reason for that. I'll be going more into it after my reaction, so please stay tuned for that. But let's just say this game is a horror game gem. Like, it's special. And I mean, if you're a JonTron fan, JonTron did a video on it several years ago. I'm not as surprised by it as I was the Silent Hill 2 remake video, but this is right up there with the Silent Hill 2 remake being announced. I am so excited for this. Way Forward are the ones doing it. For our Ruby fans, you all know that they are the ones that did that released Ruby Arrowfail. And there is going to be a digital release of this game, but also a physical release later by Limited Run. But yes, Way Forward announced this on their Twitter. The groundbreaking 16-bit survival horror game Clock Tower returns on modern consoles and PC, featuring classic gameplay with new features like an animated intro, motion comic cutscenes, and a new theme song, and more. So, yeah, I can't believe this. Clock Tower has always been one of those horror games that I wanted to play, but it was never, the very original one was never released outside of Japan. So, yeah, like the only other way you could do it was by, you know, getting it off the internet and patching it to have an English translation. But now this is a more official way of doing it. I cannot wait to watch this to see what they say about it. But yeah, if you guys enjoy our reaction videos and all of our other content, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment. I cannot wait for this to come out. I am super, super excited. Let's get to watching this, guys. It's not long. It's less than 3 minutes. The bells, yes.
Starting with River City Girl Zero, we've been bringing these Japanese-only releases to a Western audience.
And I'm so glad you're doing it. This is going to be amazing. This game
is fantastic.
Was what pioneered horror games at the time. Because there was nothing like it before then.
Personally, I want to see more horror games.
I do too. Me too.
I'm Mariel Cartwright. I am the creative lead of the Port Plus version of Clock Tower. I've always been a big horror fan.
A lot makes it special. How different it was for its time, how creepy it is.
But Clock Tower in particular is a game that I discovered when I was
this is the original version right here.
And it holds a really special place in my heart because at the time
I'll go over it more, but it's way
thing I had ever played.
Than
as this character Jennifer, I'm trying to get away from the
Silent Hill, you know, the other big two.
We have those kind of games where you're fighting monsters and you're shooting them with guns, and that can still be scary. But Clock Tower is distinct in that you really don't
it was
have
one of the
it was one
the
of the
first horror game where you really can't fight back.
That really was
you literally just have to survive and run away.
I think that that's fantastic.
While also solving puzzles,
you know, you can only survive, and I think it is a game that has a lot of quieter.
And this was an SNES game, so yeah, if you got killed, it was back to the beginning.
Jennifer
and random stuff like that will happen.
Because
it's full of random
events. At the start of the game, we don't know a lot about her, and I think the game does such an amazing job of
looks like your typical haunted mansion.
A very heartbreaking story about her, you know, through different playthroughs of the game because it has a bunch.
Yeah,
of
definitely. With how you play this game, it can be very heartbreaking.
There's kind of like the reverse engineering aspect of that, and then there's the other aspect of like, how do you get this stuff back into the game?
Usually we always try to have both the legacy product as it was,
He's
and
already getting to
also
play.
offer
Looks like
something
they're
that's
oh,
surprising.
look at
Like
that
in
new
River
art.
City Zero, we had the manga cutscenes. That's a fun little surprise for people.
They released this
Directing
on
the
their
animated
Twitter, but it's
opening is
wow,
pretty
that's
crazy.
compared to the
That's where
original
we can
art
add
to
our
the new
own
one.
creativity, adding
I don't
intro
care what anyone
sequences
says.
and
I
new
like the more
translations.
anime look.
Clock
I just
Tower
think it fits
specifically, there's a
Jennifer
lot
so
of, like,
well.
scripting events in
But
there,
getting to
so
see
there
it
might
on my
be a command to say,
widescreen
change the display speed of text.
monitor,
That's kind of
it
been a
looks
tricky
way
thing
better,
too with
way crisp.
localization. It's like, how do I represent that?
Being able to kind of oversee that and bring a new vision of this game to life, to be a part of it in any way
So
at
it looks
all
like
is
they are
just
going to
incredible.
keep the point and click, which okay, so that's it. I guess. Yeah. So Clock Tower coming to Carbon Engine early 2024. Looks like yep, Capcom is part of it. Sunsoft, Way Forward, Carbon Engine, and Limited Run. It is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, the Xbox, and Steam. More than likely we'll get it on PlayStation 5. I'm super stoked about this. I'm more than likely going to get it both digitally and physically. And of course, I will be playing this for you guys because Clock Tower is one of those games. It's amazing. I never thought this would happen. This game's never been officially released outside Japan. So, yeah, I'm very hyped for this. So, we're going to do a quick cut and I will go over some things with you guys about the history of this game and why it is so important. So, see you in a sec. Oh. Welcome back, guys. All right, so discussion time. So, for people who may have played a game called Clock Tower, it's not to be confused with the Clock Tower that came out on the PlayStation 1 back in 1996. Now, same name, but it was a completely different game. I don't think it followed the same story as the original. It would eventually go on to have a sequel on the PlayStation 1 and then another sequel, Clock Tower 3, on PlayStation 2, which if you can find Clock Tower 3 in this day and age, it is very, very expensive. I don't think it's quite on the level of Haunting Ground as expensive, but it's up there. Also, Capcom, please re-release Haunting Ground. That game was amazing, and you literally cannot find it for less than $300-400, maybe more than that. But no, this game came out on the SNES back in 1995, and we've never officially seen it in America. Now, like I said, others have been able to find ways to play this game with an English translation. Like I said, JonTron done a video on this game a long time ago, and he showed clips from an English patched version of the game. But what made this game so iconic was that it was really, for a time, the first of its kind. I'm sure there were other maybe serious horror games that came out before 1995, but before then, really anything creepy was like, what was it called? I forgot, but like, the side scrollers, like Castlevania maybe, where they had like monsters and spooky atmospheres, but not really a true horror game. This was it. This was the very first really scary horror-like game to come out. Like, it literally set the stage eventually for games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, Fatal Frame, Alone in the Dark, all of those. But unlike the sci-fi horror of Resident Evil or the psychological horror of Silent Hill, this game is kind of a combination of classic haunted house horror, like where it takes place in a big creepy mansion, which is called Clock Tower. Yes, the name of the mansion is Clock Tower, and yes, it has the clock tower on top of the roof and all that. But it also it was pretty much a slasher game as well. Scissorman is the Jason or Freddy of this game. But yeah, the simple premise of the game is you play as an orphan girl named Jennifer, who is brought to this mansion along with other orphan girls because they are being adopted by a Mr. Barrows, who owns Clock Tower, the name of the mansion. And of course, things go downhill from there, and you learn a lot of secrets about Mr. Barrows, why Scissorman is doing what he is doing, and many other things. Now, if I remember correctly, you can actually decide, like, the way you play it, like who lives and who. Like, I've never played the game fully. Like, I've only seen videos on it and stuff like that, so I've never actually played the game myself, but I've seen clips of certain characters dying, but then them being around at the end, so I think there's a way to decide who lives and who dies. I'm not sure. But really, this game is any survival horror game fan's dream to play, because it's never been released here. It's only been Japan, and so it's one of those holy grail games, you know, like, not my point of view, but it's like, oh, you're not a true horror fan unless you've played Clock Tower, you know. And it does play with a point and click. It looks like they're probably going to be keeping that. I know that'll turn some people off, but with today's technology and with updated controls, hopefully it'll be easier than what I've heard it is on the SNES. But yeah, I love the new art direction they're going with. I think the anime look is fine, because anime horror works as well. Didn't look like they said if they're going to change much anything else besides like the motion comic cutscenes and stuff like that, which that's great. That's a nice little intro addition. But yeah, I'm excited about this. Like, it's a game that I've always wanted to play, never got the chance to, of course, because, you know, I don't live in Japan and I can't read Japanese, so it's not like I could get a Super Famicom and then a copy of this game and play it just fine and be able to understand everything. Wish I knew Japanese, but I don't. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. Early 2024, so hopefully we're looking at a January or February release. March at the latest, I'm sure. Probably won't be very expensive, I wouldn't think, unless they have like a collector's edition, which I may have to get. Depends if they do one. Though we're still waiting on the Ruby Arafel collector's edition that we ordered. I don't even remember when the pre-orders opened for that, but it's same way with Ruby Grim Eclipse. We waited forever for that thing, so it looks like we're waiting forever for this one. But yeah, guys, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Sorry that there was no Story of Seasons Let's Play today. This very much excited me, and I wanted to do a quick little reaction / discussion video on it. So Story of Seasons will be back on Monday. But if you know about Clock Tower, if you have the knowledge of this game, please, let's discuss it in the comments. I'd love to talk to others who have been wanting to play this game all this time, and now we're finally getting that chance to play it in an official way. So yeah, early 2024, I'll be getting it on PS5. And even though Halloween and October will be gone by then, I am going to play this game for you guys. Because I've always wanted to play it. And like you guys know, I love horror. I haven't been playing them here recently just because it seems like my horror games don't get as much views as other things do. But this, I'm going to play till the end, because it's always, it's one of those games. That's all I can say. It's the same way with when Silent Hill 2 remake comes out, I'll play that. Which my reaction to that is our most viewed video. It's got over 8,000 views now. And the new, Silent Hill F, when that comes out, whenever Resident Evil 9 comes out, or a Code Veronica remake, please, I'll play those. And maybe one day Capcom will remake Dino Crisis so we can play that. But yeah, very exciting time. Cannot wait. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment. Let me know if you know about Clock Tower and if you are excited about this and if you're excited to see my Let's Play of it, because it is literally a game that I have not gotten to play and I never thought I'd get to play it. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. So as always, this is Canaan. Me and Jess love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you in the next one. See ya.